I said salute to the untouchable True School Sports Empire.
That's
Taking
right, the
over
untouchable.
not only the South Florida boxing scene, but the worldwide boxing scene.
One question I think that it'd be good to have someone like you answer is, what do you feel is like the biggest misconception about Deontay Wilder?
The biggest misconception is the biggest misconception about Deontay is a lot of people probably take his confidence for arrogance. He's a gentle giant. If you ain't noticed, Deontay is a family man. You know, he's really a people's champ. Deontay would take an hour to walk from here to there just from signing autographs.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
So the misconception that people get is, he's arrogant, I'm glad he lost. No, he's not. I don't know what true fighter would actually say that they're not great. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what athlete, like professional athlete, period, says they want Deontay to say that yeah, Mike Tyson will beat me, yeah, Muhammad Ali will beat me, but what true champion actually says something like that? You can give him his homage, give them their homage, but at the end of the day, he's going to also give himself homage because he trained hard for a reason. He trained hard, he go through the fire for a reason. When nobody was believing in him, when he was knocking out all of his opponents, when he was coming up in the amateur game, when he was coming up in the professional game, you know, everybody said that he wasn't fighting nobody.
Yeah.
He's fighting somebody because he's doing this to grown men. He's fighting somebody because anybody that's willing to step in that square circle is somebody. You understand? So, you know, what do people get the misconception of him? That he is a man, first and foremost, and he's a great man, and he's willing to lay it all on the line and die for people's entertainment.
Well, he did say that. I gotta give him credit there. He did say he would die on the shield.
He'll die on the shield, you know, and he don't quit, he don't give up. And a lot of people can sit here and say that loss did something to him. No, it didn't, because that wasn't his ultimate goal. His ultimate, he already accepted the loss, but he also accepted the win, and he also accept how even much hungrier he's going to be getting in there for the trilogy.
Okay, that was a great answer. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
The third fight, I was talking to you when you first got in the gym today, and you were telling me that Deontay Wilder, his mindset right now is just, it's on another level to what it was the second fight or even the first fight.
Right.
You want to expound upon that for the people out there?
Oh yeah, most definitely. One thing about this quarantine, this quarantine has taught us a lot. Quarantine has allowed us, including Deontay, to look in the mirror for a long time and talk to yourself, talk to himself, talk to myself, you know, talk to ourselves, and reflect on why do you do what you do. A lot of times we lose sight of what actually we mean to not only the public, but what do we mean to ourselves. And Deontay has had an opportunity to do that because, mind you, he was one of the most active fighters, so it was very rare that he had the opportunity to take some time and reflect on himself.
Yeah.
What this game means to him and what he means to the game. And now his mindset is kill or be killed. His mindset is eat or be eaten. His mindset is he's doing this for a reason, and he refused to let anybody take that away from him. So, like I said before, that loss didn't do anything but feed his hungriness. Feed it. Because the only thing that he thinks about is how somebody's taking food out of his kid's mouth, and how somebody is taking money out of his pocket, and how somebody is not taking his culture seriously. And that's what he's gonna take going into the trilogy. His mind is so strong right now, and I fear for any man that steps in the way of that, any man or anything, because right now his mind is immortal. You can't break something like that. How do you break, and I say this over and over again, how do you break something? How do you break somebody that actually believes that God put them on this earth to be great? You can't break that because he's anointed. And he actually believes that he's on this earth to be great. You can't break, it's hard to break something like that because he actually believes that. And anytime you believe and you have that self-confidence like that, then guess what? The tongue is gold. anything you say about yourself, anything you say what's going to happen, it will prevail. It will happen. And that's how we work.
Well, you know, the good book does say life and death is in the power of the tongue, so
Man.
it's very important.
Amen.
Let's go, champ. It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and you're watching True School Sports. Let's go, champ.